counts blessings at Nigeria's 65th Independence Anniversary Thanksgiving. At World News Day, Guild of Editors seek free, independent press. On social and community news, Governor Ayedatiwa's commitment to education has come to bear as government takes ownership of Aye Community High School to improve educational standards and ensure equitable access to quality education. Tonight, our community train goes to the ancient town of Owo to witness the centuries-old tradition, Igogo Festival, where love, reality is on display. Good evening and thank you so much for joining us on the news tonight. This is social and community news where culture, community and compassion come together from celebrations of heritage to moments of personal legacy. I am Omoshiliola Adesoya Ajayi. Ondo State government has urged citizens to renew their hope, assuring that more dividends of democracy will be delivered for the benefit of the people. Governor Loke Ayedatiwa gave the assurance while addressing worshippers during the 65th Independence Anniversary Thanksgiving service at the Chapel of Annunciation, Archbishop Viney College of Theology, Akure. Government House correspondent Zimo Ipiemi completes the story as presented from our studio.
Nigeria 65, a milestone that reflects the resilience, unity and determination of our people who have weathered challenges yet remain committed to building a stronger nation. The Independence Anniversary Thanksgiving service in Akure was therefore more than a ritual. It was a time to reflect on the country's journey so far and to offer gratitude to God for sustaining the nation. The chapel was filled with dignitaries, leaders and citizens from all walks of life who gathered to celebrate the historic day. Addressing the congregation, Ondo State Governor Loke Ayedatiwa expressed gratitude to God and reassured the people that his administration would not relent in creating an enabling environment for progress and development.
If not for God, there would not have been any entity called Nigeria because of all that we have gone through. God has kept us through 30 months of civil war, ethnic and religious conflicts, economic turbulence, health crisis, COVID-19, and so on, and other many travails that we have passed through as a nation. For this and many others that are not mentioned, individual challenges and crises, and here we are alive to witness this day. We owe him, our God, gratitude. We have set out with sincerity to build a government of service, accountability, and progress. In the last 7 months, much has been achieved, yet I stand before you to humbly say that we are only just beginning.
The governor also reaffirmed support for religious bodies in promoting peace and moral values, while pledging to pursue policies that bring the needed development to the state.
Today, we must not only celebrate independence, but rededicate ourselves to the values of love, faith, justice, unity, and service to our nation. I really appreciate the role of the church in sustaining peace, unity, and moral direction in our land.
In his sermon, the Bishop of Ijesha Northeast, Right Reverend Folusho Olushola, reminded Nigerians of the need to put God first in their personal and collective journeys, noting that only through divine guidance can the nation fulfill its destiny.
There must be a national moral rebirth. So number one, the spiritual renewal. The new thing must begin with repentance and for everyone to turn back to God.
The service culminated in a joyous Thanksgiving on 65 years of Nigerian independence, a symbolic reminder that despite the hurdles, the nation's hope and faith remain unbroken.
The Nigerian Guild of Editors (NGEs) has reaffirmed its commitment to promoting high standards of editorial leadership and protecting press freedom. The Guild also noted the challenges journalism as a profession faces in Nigeria, most especially the growing attempt to suppress press freedom and freedom of expression. In commemorating the 2025 World News Day, the Guild, in a statement by the President Eze Anaba and General Secretary Onohe Oke, called for a renewed effort to uphold fact-based journalism and defend press freedom. It saluted Nigerian and international journalists who, in spite of daunting challenges, continue to work tirelessly to provide truthful and accurate information to the public. The NGE urged journalists to shun fake news, misinformation, disinformation, and propaganda while upholding the core principle of accuracy, fairness, objectivity, and truth. It also called on government at all levels to desist from using repressive laws, including the Cybercrimes Prohibition and Prevention Act, to harass media professionals. We take a break now. When we come back, it will be time for social and community news. Please stay with us. Glad to have you back. You can watch us live on our website www.osrc.ng or follow us on Facebook at OSRC TV, and on YouTube you can subscribe to our channel OSRC TV Ondo. Aye Comprehensive High School has now received the full attention of the Ondo State government with the deployment of 16 additional staff. The secondary school, originally established by the community to bring education closer to their children, was officially taken over by the state to ensure affordable and quality education. Now that the school has resumed fully as a government-owned institution, Omorion Language examines the difference this development is making.
Before now, the nearest public secondary school to Aye community in the federal local government area was a Kota Secondary School, about 4 kilometers away. A community of 39,463 population as recorded at the 2006 census. UNESCO recommends that schools should be within a 3-kilometer radius for easy access. On June 3, 2025, during the third term of the 2025-2026 academic session, the Ondo State government handed over the certificate of approval and takeover letter to the leadership of Aye community 2 years after the school's establishment.
This certificate is more than just a document. It is a symbol of hard work.
This made Aye Comprehensive High School the first government-owned secondary school in the area. At the start of the 2025-2026 academic session, the government assumed full control of the school, deploying 16 staff members, 15 teaching and 1 non-teaching, including a principal and 2 vice principals to oversee academic activities. With the 4 teachers earlier engaged by the community, though not yet fully absorbed by government, the school now has a total of 20 staff members. All basic requirements for smooth learning, conducive classrooms, staff conveniences, desks and chairs, computer systems, a mini library, boards and markers, and a playground were initially provided by the community.
We also discovered that some of the students here, some are still plaiting hair according to the administrator. They are trying to convince the parents of the students to abide by the rules and regulations of the school. Hopefully, in the coming years, we'll come back to see how the school is faring.
Vice Principal Rachel Olafisoye explained that the school had only reached Senior Secondary 1 before the takeover. It now runs up to SS2 with periodic visits from government officials.
I was posted here on a Monday, this Monday, and when I got here, I realized that they've started registering the JS1 as the normal registration exercise like they used to do when they were still the community school. So I have to call the KBC and the JS1 parents and put them through that it's not done like that, this and that. And that's why you are still seeing some of the JS1 in their mufti.
According to her, the student population has grown from fewer than 30 to about 60 as more students now enroll from neighboring communities like Ijare and Irese. She noted challenges such as students lacking school leaving certificates and junior WAEC results, adding that the school management is working with government to resolve these issues.
No government exam took place here before now, and they had their promotion exam, and we have not done any test. So we are still teaching them raw. Then any topic that they did not do in SS1, like SS2 now, any topic that they did not treat in SS1, we have to go back to start from that SS1 topic. And we are getting there, but I know that we have to introduce lessons so that we can cover up before they have their joint exams.
One of the transferred teachers, Adidoyin Ologbe, confirmed that the students are eager and ready to learn.
Academically, they are good and they are teachable, and as well the environment of the school also is conducive.
Students, including a newcomer from Ijare, expressed their excitement at the government's involvement.
I like this school. It's because how they teach us, and I love I love the teachers, how they teach us.
We have many students now, everything like computers, everything are in our school now. I thank God to what God has done in our life, and my honor to the governor also.
To get information, the right information from the parents of this school. We are also here at Ayima. It's very close to the school to know how the school is being run, if truly government is attending to the school.
Wọ́n ti kó tíṣà wá, wọ́n dẹ̀ ti gbé principal wá, so wọ́n dẹ̀ ń kọ́ wọn dáadáa.
A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run torí ìgbà tí ìjọba ò tí ìgbà ṣọ̀rọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n báyìí inú oníkálùkù dùn tí àwọn ọmọ gan ṣe ń ṣe àwọn èèyàn gan ń kó ọmọ wá tó jẹ́ pé inú oníkálùkù dùn pé ṣé skul lè rí bí eléyìí.
To absorb the remaining 4 teachers who have diligently served the community over the past 2 years. The state government took over Aye Comprehensive High School to improve educational standards and ensure equitable access to quality education. Omoriola Hungbeji for OSRC Social and Community News.
What a remarkable transformation for Aye Comprehensive High School, with the Ondo State government now fully in charge. Students in Aye and neighboring communities can look forward to better access to quality education right at their doorstep. The town of Owo burst into life once again as the 2025 Igogo Festival took over its streets with colors, rhythmics, drums, and rich heritage. This centuries-old celebration is more than just a cultural display. It is a tribute to love, reality, and unity that echoes through one of the Yoruba's most historic towns. Indigenes and visitors alike were decked in elaborate costumes, all preserving their deep-rooted stories that have shaped Owo's identity for generations. Government House correspondent Zimo EPM tells us more.
The ancient town of Owo formed into a canvas of tradition as men, women, and children thronged its ancient palace square for this year's Igogo festival. Dating back more than 600 years, the festival is a tribute to Queen Osrc, the legendary wife of an Owo king, whose memory comes alive through soulful songs, prayers, and a spectacular procession, reminding her of her enduring influence and the rich history she represents. Unlike other Yoruba festivals, Igogo is marked by an unusual royal etiquette in which the Olowo and his chiefs dress in women's attire with coral beads and plaited hair in remembrance of the Queen's story. This year's edition gathered dignitaries from across Ondo State and beyond. The event showcased the artistic roots of Owo, age-grade dancers, vibrant rappers, and choral beats that tells of people's pride in their ancestry. Present at the festival is the Ondo State Deputy Governor, Olayide Adelani, who restated government's commitment to preserving and promoting cultural heritage.
Igogo Festival, as we all know, is a yearly event being celebrated by Kabiyesi Olowo of Owo. And the festival is almost as old as Owo. History has it that one of the wives of Kabiyesi Olowo back then left the house in annoyance, and when Kabiyesi came back, he didn't meet her at the palace and started, hunting, looking around and see how. But since that time, he didn't come back, and Kabiyesi then decided to be celebrating her.
He urged indigenes of the state to work with government in turning festivals like Igogo into a magnet for visitors and investors.
The significance of this festival is in commemoration of what happened then, celebration of love and a celebration of a culture of Owo. And the whole country, the festival is so popular, so well known, and even the state government recently have just recognized the festival and promised to promote it so that it will become one of the tourist hub in Ondo State each time the festival is being celebrated.
For the Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Adesoji Afolabi, the state is creating an enabling environment for cultural activities to thrive.
We are doing Igogo now, so we believe that the 5 festival will be showcasing between now and December. So for the government to be promoting the cultural festival, and we got to a level we commercialize it, so that we go to a level we self-sustain financially.
The Olowo Oba Ajibade Ogunye emphasized the Igogo festival as a living symbol of unity and royal authority, and called on indigenes to sustain the festival's legacy.
Our sons and daughters are much more interested in repackaging the festival towards global attraction, and they've been doing a lot personally and collectively. They've been spending a lot in that direction, and that's the more reason why you will see that has been very huge. The state government, under the leadership of Dr. Lucky Orimisan Ayedatiwa, has resolved to partner with us in promoting the festival, because the government has realized the fact that government will achieve a lot in tourism, and Owo in particular. This Igogo festival is #1 in festivals in Ondo State.
As dusk fell, the 17-day celebration climaxed with professional dancers through Owo's historic quarters, a lively reminder that heritage, when cherished, continues to breathe life into a community.
As tradition meets tourism at this year's Igogo's festival, the call is clear: preserve the past, promote the culture, and build a future rooted in pride and identity. Moving on, the Idogo community in Akure has erupted in celebration, marking a historic moment in appointment of Mr. Idowu Ajanaku as the State Commissioner for Information and Orientation at a reception organized by the Idogun Progressive Union Akure branch. The community hailed Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa's choice of a man known for integrity and humility. Joy Pius tells the story of a community united in pride and hope as the new commissioner vows to transform Idogun, Osrc, and Ondo State at large.
The air buzzed with excitement as Idogun's sons and daughters gathered in Akure, their faces beaming with pride. Friends, political allies, former classmates, and colleagues from the Ondo State Ministry of Information and Orientation joined to honor one man, Idowu Ajanaku. The Idogun Progressive Union, Akure branch, organized a grand reception to celebrate their kinsman's rise to the Ondo State Executive Council, being one of 16 commissioners recently appointed by Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa. For Idogun, this was no small feat. Nearly 50 years had passed since one of their own held such a prominent role. The union's president, Mr. Sunday Agbotoba, stood tall as he thanked God and the governor for recognizing Ajanaku's worth.
It is remarkable. Remarkable in the sense that we've been having series of commissioners in the state. But Lord, in His infinite mercy, through the instrumentality of our present governor, gave us the grace to have another person.
The event's chairman, Olugbengali, painted a vivid picture of Ajanaku's character as selfless, grounded, and dedicated. He called on the community to rally behind the commissioner, urging them to offer prayers and support as he carried on in the pivotal role.
As we rejoice, let us also remember that leadership is a heavy burden, and it is our duty as friends, colleagues, and kinsmen to stand by him, offering him encouragement, wise counsel, and constant prayers.
Voices of wisdom echoed through the gathering. Among them was Mr. Omoloru Mudupe, a former secretary and head of service to the military government. He urged Ajanaku to seize this opportunity to make a lasting impact, not just for Idogun, but all of Ondo State.
We believe in your ability to succeed. You will not disappoint us. Make our tomorrow better than today.
He is somebody who is so concerned about people he is working with.
He needs your prayers, he needs your support. He needs everything good that you can offer him to support him.
As the spotlight turned to Ajanaku, the commissioner was moved by the outpouring of love. His words exuded conviction as he pledged to bring transformation to Idogun, Osrc local government, and the state at large.
I will represent them very well in Ondo State, and I will also try as much as possible to work with the governor of Ondo State to bring dividends of democracy not only to Idogun people, Osrc local government, and the entire state. I will hinge my work on integrity, honesty, and dedication to the Almighty God and to mankind.
The celebration wasn't just about one man's achievement. It was a call to action. The people of Idogun, whether at home or abroad, were urged to unite, as Ajanaku's appointment is seen as a golden opportunity to draw development to their community, Osrc local government, and a chance to write a new chapter of progress for their homeland. Joy Pius for OSRC Social and Community News.
A proud day for Idogun community as they celebrate one of their own, Mr. Idowu Ajanaku, now Commissioner for Information and Orientation. The remains of late Mr. Omopariola have been lowered to Mother Earth at his residence in Ayetoro, Ijare, Federal Local Government Area of Ondo State. The officiating minister during his funeral charged believers to live a prepared and focused life as they journey through the earth. Osrc Joy Pius reports that the deceased lived for 88 years.
The funeral ceremony of the late Mr. Sunday Omopariola was held at the St. Mary's Catholic Church in Ayetoro, Ijare, a federal local government area of Ondo State. The ceremony brought together friends and well-wishers who joined the family to pay their last respect to the deceased. In his sermon, the officiating minister, Reverend Father Anthony Adebusuyi, described late Mr. Sunday Omopariola as a pleasant man all through his lifetime, charging believers to live prepared. After the exhortation, the remains of the deceased were then taken to his residence for interment. Son-in-law to the deceased, who is a staff with the OSRC Media Group, Bankole Fasomiro, wife and other family members described their father as a peacemaker, adding that he would be greatly missed.
Baba was a wonderful man while alive. He lived a fulfilled life because he was loved by everybody. Because no matter what, no matter the situation, you will never see Baba angry. No matter the situation, he will just tell you, I masiko, londa mueda, that with time, things will fall in place. So I pray that may the Lord grant him eternal rest.
A caring father, a lover of all. Hardly can you see my father in an angry mood. He doesn't fight.
He's a very gentleman. That really taught me a lot of lessons, even for me to be able to move on with my family.
My father have never fight with anyone once. Instead, he will continue smiling. Even though you annoyed him, he will always smile.
God should rest his soul. Very, very good man, by your standard.
Thereafter, guests were treated to a warm reception. Late Mr. Sunday Omopariola was born on the 27th of December 1937 into the Sakpetu family of late Pa Bosede Omopariola in Ijare, Ondo State. Late Mr. Sunday Omopariola had his elementary education at St. Mary's Catholic Primary School, Ijare, after which he joined the Drivers' Union due to his love for driving and became a successful driver afterwards. Popularly referred to as Aimasiko, late Mr. Sunday Omopariola affected lives positively and died at age 88. Joy Pius for OSRC Social and Community News.
Indeed, it was a celebration of a life well lived. And that wraps it up on Social and Community News tonight. As always, we celebrate the people, traditions, and shared values that bind us together. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.
The funerals